Today I would like to offer a beautiful purification ritual. This is a ritual process that I was introduced to in Indonesia. It's such a rich, beautiful way of being in a meditative practice that involves very gentle movement and chanting. So purification being invoked through the vibration of sound, through the stillness of the posture of the spine and the body, and through the gentle movement, repetitious movement of the hand. It is divine. I absolutely love it. It's one I do quite often, and I couple it up with an absolutely profound Sanskrit chant, the Gayatri Mantra. So today I'm offering this chant and this ritual process to you. If you're wanting to join along with me right now, I invite you, if you can, to get a few things that can help to enrich the experience. You don't actually need anything to do this process, but there are a few things that you may like to include. So when I was introduced to this ritual practice in Indonesia, we were gifted a little bowl of rice. Rice, it was symbolic of a number of things, but you may know that rice absorbs more than twice its body weight in water. So it's a very absorbent, it has very absorbent qualities. So when we're using rice in this purification ritual, it's helping to absorb any negative energy and taking that and moving it through and out of the body. So we're doing a release element using the rice in this ritual. And for me today, just for practicality, I have this beautiful big candle resting in quite a bigger bowl underneath. We use some element. It could be any element: earth, air, wind, earth, air, water, or fire, to take what energy we're releasing and purify it. So it's not just purification of our being, although this process really does help with that. It's also a purification of the energy we're releasing so we can give it back to the earth in a purified state. So they're the couple of things that I have available right now today. We have still got fire restrictions here in New Zealand, so it can't go out and just create a bonfire, although that's a beautiful way of doing this, and I have done it that way, around a beautiful big fire with a whole lot of people all chanting together. Other ways you could incorporate this is to be down by a stream or a river or by the ocean, and the release goes into the water. Again, you could have all kinds of fire, from a candle to a big bonfire, an indoor fire over the winter. You may like to have some element of air, so it could be a bowl of smudging herbs where there's smoke billowing and you can just be releasing into the smoke. Earth, earth, earth. Super simple. You could literally just take this ritual out into nature and release into the soil, release into the garden. And rice is symbolic of how I was initiated into this ritual, and that is part of the Asian culture. Rice is a key element. So you could use whatever you like. You could use rocks. You could use any kind of food element, that legumes or beans or peas or anything really. But it is symbolic of an object that can help to absorb and move through and energetically be let go and given back to nature. So whatever resonates for you. So they're the sorts of things we're going to need for this. I also have a number of malas. You may or may not have heard of a mala before. This is a strand of beads that have been counted out. There's 108 beads in a mala strand. And traditionally, Sanskrit chants were done 108 times in repetition in order for them to be in their most empowered state for mind, body, and soul. So you may or may not have a mala. If you have one, this will help. We're not going to go through the chant 108 times today. It will take us a little bit too long together, but we'll do enough of it that we get a full sense for that dropping in, that real dropping in that happens when we repeat movement and sound. So yes, if you've got a mala, you may like to be slowly counting along the beads with each repetition of the chant. to count out how many times you've repeated the chant, or to follow it the full cycle round to 108 times. So there are a few of the things that may deepen your experience. If you have none of the above and you want to join in right now, that is totally fine. What I'm going to invite you to consider is the Gayatri Mudra, the mudra where you bring your forefinger, your pointer finger and your thumb together and just bring the tips together and release the other fingers. This mudra is, the Gayatri Mudra is it's a mudra for awakening consciousness, and we're really talking about purification here and expansive consciousness. So expanding from our small self into our big self, spiritual self in that way. So this mudra helps to kind of keep an element of meditative state in the physical body as we're moving as well. So that's all you need. If you don't have any of the other things, you may just like to take the mudra and let the mudra be the chain, the connection to the releasing process. And so the movement is really simple. We're going to repeat the chant over and over again. And if you have your bowl of rice, we're going to take a few bits of rice in our fingertips. And we're going to start right at our base of our chakra here, our base chakra. And we're slowly drawing as we chant the rice up through the center line of the body, and we're imagining that it's touching in on all of those energy centers, drawing out any impurities, anything that doesn't need to be there, right up to the third eye, and then we're releasing it into the fire, into the water, into whatever. And so we just repeat that over and over as a movement. The chant itself has a number of words. I've added it to the post. And the more you do it, the more repetitious it is, the more you will pick it up. So just stay with me, flow with me, even if it just means doing the movement for a few times while you listen to the words as I'm chanting. But just stay with it. These words are powerful. Om Bhurva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo de Vasya Dimahi Diyo Na Prachodayat. And these words are about revivifying, cleansing, purifying, revivifying our connection physically, astrally, cosmically. It is a purification rite. And through these words, we are quite literally washing ourselves clean and opening up to that expansive enlightenment. So it's beautiful. Alrighty. So to get started, as I say, just seat yourself comfortably. Make sure your spine's nice and erect. You may like to close down the windows of your eyes so you can start to draw energy inwards and awareness inwards. And maybe just taking a couple of nice full breaths in together as we arrive. And then picking up a few pieces of rice, if you have rice. If not, taking the mudra with your hand, bringing it into the lower of your base chakra. Om Bhurva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Vargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Vargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Vargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Just sitting in the resonance of whatever may be there for you right now. Breathing into whatever space has opened. becoming fully aware of all of the sounds within you and around you. Opening up the expanse of your hearing into peripheral, so taking in as much sound from 180 degrees to all the way around you, in front, behind, above you. With a very, very soft touch. If touch is welcomed for you today, you may like to bring your hands together and gently rub the palms of your hands together. And just feel into where you are right in this moment. If touch is welcomed, you may like to just take the palms of the hands and place them over your eyes. If touch is not welcomed, perhaps just take the palms of your hands and place them energetically in front of the eyes, not touching the skin. But really honor where you are today and what your body needs in the way of touch. Feeling the warmth of the palms of your hands over and entering into your eyes. If touch is welcomed, you may like to take the tips of your fingers and gently place them on the forehead and just allow yourself to give yourself a very gentle scalp massage. That may just be soft circling of the pads of your fingers on your top of your head. If touch is not welcomed, you may like to just take your hands energetically an inch or so away from the top of your head and just allow the palms and the warmth of your hands to span down the sides of your head. Whether you are feeling comforted by touch or not today, just letting the warmth of your hands brush the surface of the skin or the energetic aura of your face and head, your ears, your cheeks, your nose, your lips, your jaw, your neck, your clavicles or collarbones, out across the tops of your shoulders, and then perhaps crossing your arms over in front of your chest, and again just scanning the hands down each of your arms. You may be gently massaging, or you may just be sweeping your aura until your hands come back to meet together, palms to palms, fingertip to fingertip, in front of the heart. And in your own time, gently bowing your head down to the center of your being. Namaste, greeting the light within yourself, greeting the divine and this expansiveness of your true being and true self. And then if it feels right for you, again, just totally feeling into where you're at, you may like to slowly bat the eyes open, opening the eyelids very gently, lots of soft little flitters of the eyelids, until you have your soft gaze resting down in front of you into whatever pool has been receiving your energy. Whether for me it's a candle, it may be water or a bath of water or a pool of smoke, whatever's there for you to just rest your eyes into softly. And with deep gratitude and appreciation, just taking a moment to feel blessed, knowing that you are fully supported by the elements and that that which is no longer needed can be so effortlessly released and let go of. given back to Great Mother Earth for her healing.